You got it, baby. Woo! All right.
And now, Mr. Poseidon.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome once again to the live stream, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome, darling. What's up?
Hi.
My wife is checking my systems out over here. There's always technical difficulties here, always. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mr. Poseidon Show, along with my lovely wife, Mrs. P. How are you, darling?
Hi.
You got to put that on.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, there you go. So I'm not going to be able to control the
okay.
cameras tonight, so that's fine. My wife will be running that for me. Other than that, what's up, Mrs. P? How you doing?
Good. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's well and safe from
Tell
the
everybody
storm.
who our guest is tonight.
Our guest tonight is Vinnie from Vinnie's Custom Baits.
That's Vinnie DiCioccio.
Vinnie DiCioccio, I think.
DiCioccio, that's
I
right.
hope
There
I
you
did it
go.
right.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, so
So he'll be coming on in a little bit.
always as usual, I want to say hello to my subscribers right now. Let's start at the top. You can
There you
make that a
go.
little clear for me so I can see that. There you go. Oscar El Baera, Chris Gannon, it's always a pleasure. I hope all is well with you guys. Yes, it is. I hope all is well with you guys. I'm sorry about the storm. We were worried about Mr. DiCioccio out in Connecticut. He seems to have made it through. He's on standby for us. He'll be on in a little while. But continuing on, Mr. Mott, hey, let's get it on. How you doing? Rick Hernandez? Rick, good to see you, buddy. It's always a pleasure to see Rick Hernandez. We went fishing in the springtime together, brought his buddy for a first and landed his first. And also, Mr. Rick Hernandez, thank you very much for everything that night. It was a wonderful, great night. Susan Pooley Apico, let's get it on. What was the group you went to go see again?
Oh, Guns N' Roses.
There you
That was
go,
so fun.
Guns and Roses. That was a good time. You, your hubby, your brother-in-law, and your sister. Elizabeth Hastings, glad that you are okay. I was worried about you guys.
Oh, my
We
goodness.
were worried more about Frank, the DiCioccio there,
Vinnie.
because what happened was, originally we were supposed to get hit pretty close, and it kept moving farther and farther and farther, and the next thing you know, it was going over Vinny's house. But he's okay. He's ready to go. So are we. Let's continue on that watch list. Bruce Bain. Bruce Bain out in Rhode Island. Another guy who introduced me to tonight's guest, Vinny. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Mario Gandini. How you doing, Mr. Mario? Nice to see you on the show. It's a beautiful thing, baby. Order Flow Edge. How you doing? What's up? Mr. and Mrs. P, he says. Put us up on that double view, honey. Thomas DeLello, good to see you, buddy. Always is. Steven Hastings, it's always a pleasure. Glad to see you guys. And glad to see your wife here, too. Thomas DeLello, we said. Adrian Ayala, what's up, buddy? Rick Hernandez, Total Knob New Fish, and anybody else who I've missed. I'm sorry if I missed you. Let's continue on right now. I like showing pictures right now at the beginning of the show of a few of the subscribers who sent me some stuff. So we're going to start out with a gentleman by the name of John Happa77. That's what he goes by on Instagram, and his name is John Tawa. We pronounce that, honey?
Yeah.
Tawa. So we got a couple of pictures of him. He's caught some nice fish in the last couple of weeks, and I want to put these up. So there's John Happa right now. Excuse me, ladies and gents. Wow, I'm tired. I was running around all day. This is just a total preparation.
What?
Preparing. Crazy. But anyway,
That's a big fish.
John Happa, that's a nice fish, buddy. He's a fisherman. Now, I like putting these guys up, not because they caught just one fish. John Happa's out there all the time. He's a hustler. He knows how to hunt for the fish. Let's go to the next one, hon.
Yeah, hold on. This
Sure,
is
baby.
covering you.
Gotcha. All right, so there you go. John Happa again.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that is pretty. That is a nice big fish. Now, I don't know the poundage on these fish, but I can tell you right now, it's a guaranteed 30, if not an early 40 pounder right there. But nice fish, John. I appreciate these pictures that you're sending to me.
Wow.
Let's go to the next one. There you go. John Happa again, scoring on those fish. This guy gets the big fish because he's out there fishing all the time. Remember the name of the game. Put the work in, and eventually you're going to score something big. And that could be you up on the screen with that nice 50-pounder. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Poseidon? Look. John Happa again. There you go. Another nice fish. John, congratulations on that. And this was the final picture. I think this was 2 days ago he was out. I said, I told him, I said, you know what I like best about this picture? He says, what? I said, the rock. Look at that rock he's standing on. You couldn't have a more perfect rock out in the ocean. Nice going, Mr. Happa. I appreciate that. We're going to leave a link on the bottom of this video.
For his Instagram.
Yeah, his Instagram. Thank you, darling. And you can go check out a lot more of his photos there.
And Gelso's here.
Good guy.
Just in time.
Gelso, you're just in time, buddy. How you doing, Gelso? So Gelso sent me a lot of pictures. He was up at the canal a few weeks ago. And we're going to start off right here. I don't know if this one was at the canal. Not this one, but this is a picture of Gelso here. Nice fish. Looks like a good 25, 30-pounder, if not more. Uh-huh. Let's go to the next one over there. Mr. Gelso. This guy's a fisherman, man. He's another guy who's out there all the time, and this guy only hunts at night. Most of the time, early morning hours, he hunts at night. This guy's out there. So he's out at the canal right there. There's another nice score. Here he's with, if you look in the background, he's the first one at the top. That's Gelso. Next to him is Mike from Mike's Fishing Adventures. And the gentleman who's taking a selfie of everybody, I don't know his name, but nice picture. I enjoy that. Next picture, honey. All right, there's Gelso again. He's there with his wife, Marisol. They were at the canal together. They had a great time. And the next one is the best one. We're going to show, which
that
one?
Music.
Yeah, I'll lower the music.
We have video here.
Yeah, we got video here. So here's a little video.
There's probably some sound.
Nice.
There you go. So he scored a nice fish here, man.
Is this the canal?
Yep, this is the canal right here.
The famous canal.
Whoa.
It's nice, man. You really get a spectrum of how big the rods are that we use when you look at it from far away. Because I never feel it's that big when I'm holding it. Come on, Gelso, pick that beautiful fish up, baby. And your wife did a beautiful job filming here, Gelso. Absolutely fabulous. I like the way she zooms in on it. Watch this, guys.
Ooh, nice.
That's his wife.
Yep.
Angler Management says the canal was slow today.
Shut up, shut.
Is it? I don't know about that. I think this was a few weeks ago. 2 weeks ago he was there. He invited me, but I couldn't make it, man. I couldn't make it. I was working again. Always working. I just finished 4 shifts in a row. I came home this morning, got a couple hours.
Nice.
Here we go. Watch this.
Wow.
Watch her zoom in. This is a good wife who knows how to take. Look at that fish, man. That's a nice fish. Gelso, congratulations on that fish. Beautiful fish. Now, I want to tell you something a little bit about Striper Hunter. You could see the shirt that he's wearing. And if you look to my back over here, can you put that picture of you up on the corner?
Me?
Yeah. And also, the shirt behind me that you're looking at here, it
Wait.
says Striper Hunter. Well, I want to tell you a little bit about his organization out in Long Island. Striper Hunter is a group of friends that not only like to go fishing, they like to spend quality time with their family and friends, enjoying what nature has to offer. His wife Marisol and Gelso is very, very passionate about fishing. So what I liked about his club or group there that he has is that, it's guys that also like fishing like us. There's some guys really nuts about fishing. That's all they do is fish. And everything else is excluded. Well, most of us, we got families, everything. We want to include them. And, you go to your barbecues and so on. But it's like to have all these fishermen meet up with their families and have barbecues and just good times. And you could talk about fishing or whatever you want to talk about. But that's what I wanted to say is that's the difference with Gelso's club. It's not just about fishing. It's about family and quality time, which is spending quality time with your family, which is what all these people do.
Nice.
Gelso, thank you very much for those pictures. Very nice of you to send me. Guys, if you want to see your pictures up on here, just send me them. Don't be afraid. I don't care if you caught a 23-inch fish. You're proud of it? You worked hard for it? Send it to me. We'll put it up. No problem at all. No problem. All right, let's continue on some of these other photos now. We're going to go to Thomas DeLello. Thomas DeLello is another guy who gets out about 5 days a week. And I got to be honest, he can be out there every day if he wanted. But this is this week. I hope you like the background cover-up, Thomas, that I did, because I'm trying to be as good as I can. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Thomas said, please take care of the background. I'm with my friend. So this is Thomas again. Look at him scoring these nice fish. He had a epic week, I would say, or epic last couple of days, he told me.
Very nice.
And this is all part of the action that he still scored. And Congratulations, Thomas. There you go. Nice little fatty there up on the board. I think that was the 31-incher. I'm not sure. But there's his buddy. Now, your buddy, Thomas, I didn't get his name. Maybe you could put it up on the screen. Scoring a nice-sized bluefish. I'd say that's a good 10-pound bluefish. But thank you again, Thomas, for sending us those pictures. I appreciate that very, very much. Melvin Madrid, welcome to the show, buddy. I'm so glad you showed up. Dynamite. Let's go to the next one, honey. What do we got?
And we also have...
Yeah, we got James. Okay, now James, young guy, 30 years old. He loves his fishing. He loves boat fishing. James is a dynamic surfer. So he gets up on the board. He's out in Ditch Plains in Montauk. He's out in Demo Point, Southside Long Island. And he's traveling still all over the world, South America, going to places where surfers go because he loves it. He was into competition in California in his younger days, but now he's settling back, and he's just hit, I think, his 30th birthday. So he's starting to really get into fishing and boat fishing. So he went the other day, and this is what James did. Yeah. Look at this nice tuna, James. Congratulations. Beautiful tuna. So there's James right there. James is a badass boy. Great mechanic. He works with me at work.
Tremendous
fish. Look at that fish. It's bigger than him. I think he said it was 185 pounds, something like that. But nice fish, James. I appreciate you sending. You look like a stud in that picture. Don't let other girls see that picture. Your wife will be angry at you, not because you caught that fish, but thank you, James. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And to all of you guys out there, you catch, pictures of fish, send them to me. DM me on Instagram, and I will put them up for you because I want to do that. Okay, let's go back to here. We're all done with that right now, right? So here we are right now. So I want to talk about the next guest for about a minute before we introduce them. We're talking about Vinnie. Vinnie D is easiest for you. Yeah, Vinnie D. Hey, Vinnie D, how you doing? Welcome, buddy. I know I heard about you guys in Connecticut. You know how you pushed that storm out of the way. Hey. So, Vinnie D is the maker of Vinnie's Customs. Also on Instagram, it's Vinnie's Custom Baits. You can find him on there, see all his products, see his pictures, see his lifestyle. Now, I like Vinnie. He's an expert professional fisherman, I call him. He's been around the bend. He also had a show, guys, on ESPN. That's right, ESPN in the mid-90s when Vinnie was trekking around at 26 years old, bulging muscles all over. And from what I could see, he's still a pretty big guy there. But anyway,
so Vinnie,
Vinnie was on, had his own ESPN show. He ran everything there. Everything was his ideas and so on. We're going to hear a lot more about that. But again, his lure business, some great lures. We're going to having those raffles. Ooh, the top fell off. But we're going to have those raffles and get those lures out at the end of the show. You know me with my prizes. I got to give stuff away, guys. I have to do that. And the prizes are only going to get better in the future. I promise you guys. I promise. So now let's start with our next guest.
And here is Vinnie.
Vinnie DiCioccio. Vinnie's Customs, Vinnie's Custom Baits on Instagram. Welcome to my show, buddy.
Thank you, Mr. P.
Okay, we're going to start up. Just 1 second. We're going to start up the volume again. Stand by. Are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
cool. It's a beautiful thing. Can everybody hear Vinnie out there?
Sound check.
Also, we got Susan Pugliafico. Joe wants a hat giveaway. Susan, there's no hat giveaways here. Joe gets a hat for free. Tell him that. Make sure you let him know. All right, so Vinnie, I'm glad you're on the show. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Ebeth saying very low.
Excuse me, Vinnie?
Happy to be here.
Awesome, buddy. So am I. I was very excited. The reason I know you is through Kevin Maltozo and also Bruce Bain out in Rhode Island, your next door neighbor there. These are dynamite fishermen, boat guys, and they had nothing but the best to say about you. With both these guys pushing me, you should get Vinnie on your show. He'd be a wonderful guest. And I know you are, and that's why you're here finally, and I'm so excited to have you here. You don't know. All week I've been waiting for this
we were nervous about the storm. How's the storm by you, Vinnie?
Tell us the storm first,
It's just a big rainstorm. It was really nothing, a little bit of wind, and we made we made out pretty good. So it was an easy day.
Oh,
Good.
good.
I'm so glad to hear that because me and my wife were sitting here and we left you a message and we didn't hear anything back. So now I start thinking, well, maybe Vinny's, taking care of a flood in the house, or maybe his job called him up and he went over there. So, yeah, we were a little bit worried. But when we finally heard back and you said everything was good and perfect, I was like, oh, man, what a relief. So that's when we finally decided, okay, we can take a shower. We're going to have the show. I'm kidding. All right, Vinny. So first off, go ahead.
That was a nice, easy day.
Yeah,
Perfect day.
good.
Good.
So now I want to start off by saying, Vinny, how did you get started in surf fishing or fishing? How did this all begin for you?
This whole thing began, and I talked to you earlier, just like anything in life, was a lot of luck. A lot of luck involved being at the right place, the right time. Back in the mid-'90s, around 1995, I was always a freshwater fisherman. So I was fishing on the Bassmaster Pro Circuit, and back then it was the Bassmaster Invitational Tour. And I had, during the tournaments, I had my sponsors. I had, what everybody wants to have, boat sponsors and everything else. I was approached by a gentleman by the name of Bill Patrick, who at the time was an anchor and a production guy from ESPN, and I think a lot of people still see him. I believe he works for NBC Sports. He had approached me about basically the fishing industry in the Northeast and how nobody had ever done a TV show focusing on all these Northeast hotspots, and whether it was freshwater, whether it was saltwater, trout fishing. We discussed it, told me about the industry itself, how much money it was worth, see if I was interested. Now, his thing was I had a background, and he knew I had a background. I was in the Marine Corps, and I had done a tour on recruiting duty. So I had gone, the Marine Corps sends all the recruiters to the IBM Professional Selling School and Public Speaking School. So I had a background in selling and public speaking. No issues in front of the cameras. So Bill Patrick's thing to me was, and I had this story, I had to refresh this story this morning. My wife had to refresh this in my mind. His thing was, you want a TV show. We want you to be part of this. We want you to have a TV show. You come to me, I will produce it, but you need X number of dollars to get this off the ground. We're going to need this much money because you're a startup and you're an unknown entity, big, huge pie in the sky figure. I said, okay, we'll see what we can do. So at the time I was working with a gentleman next town over. He was a professional writer. He was writing my resumes for me for sponsorships. Great guy, very highly educated, very professional. Talked to him about it. I said, what can you write for me, to try to attract money? I mean, we need a major six-figure money.
Wow.
He was interested. We put our heads together. And at the same time, I had bumped into a gentleman who was the head of advertising for Hubline. And if people know in this area, and people know their alcohol, Hubline is makers of Black Velvet Canadian whiskey and Smirnoff, and they were located down the road in Hartford. He was a fisherman, and he approached me when he heard the story and said, we would love to be a title sponsor of your show. We'll write the check. So I kind of we fell into it from there. We had the money, and as we always claimed, we had the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West, and we went back to the great Oz, Bill Patrick, and said, "Here's the check, here's the money, let's go."
Yeah.
And from there, it just snowballed because one thing will lead to another. We had the title sponsor. We knew we were going to have a show. Okay, let's go get a boat. Okay, we approached boat. We ended up with Champion Boats, who was our boat sponsor at the time, the greatest bass boats ever made. Now, mind you, I was a bass fisherman. I knew I'd have to diversify. I would have to do trout fishing. I'd have to do some saltwater stuff. So it started from there. We started filming our shows. We had different press conferences to announce them. We introduced sponsors. And that was it. It just kind of snowballed from there. I started learning the industry. I learned the ins and outs of advertising, of learning my demographics, how to attract sponsors based on the people out there, my demographics.
Right.
You know, but the real eye opener was Mr. P, and I explained this on the phone, was, you know, I would have sponsors tell me, especially the bass fishermen, they're very competitive, very jealous, but these guys would call the sponsors, you know, with the claims of they were 100 times better fishing than me.
Right.
No doubt. I mean, there's phenomenal guys out there. I'm not, you know, I'm nothing special.
Correct.
They never understood they never understand the concept that television is marketing. These companies, they don't care if you catch fish. I mean, they want to see fish. They want to see an entertaining show. They're paying you and they're giving you product they want you to present their product. Basically.
Sure.
You're selling their product. You're their spokesperson. The fishing is secondary. So they're paying for you to have, you know, interesting locations, interesting guests. So that's how the TV show starts. Now you roll in some of the characters I meet
right
as I start fishing. Now I meet the infamous surf fisherman Al Gag, who becomes one of my closest friends.
Now, is this guy, for the people that don't know, I want to ask you, Al Gag, you consider him a legend, this guy, or?
He's a legend in the surf,
especially
in the Massachusetts, Cape Cod area. Anybody who knows who surf fishes, Gag's grabbers. You know, they fish mambo minnows, fishing bluefish bombs. You know, during that time period, those are the products he offered. So, I mean, he knew his stuff on the Cape. He knew his stuff in the surf. He also dabbled in television, where he had a local news segment every week.
Nice.
So he knew his TV. You know, so he was probably the first. He took me under his wing, and we became very, very close, to the point of people would ask, you know, he would be on my show, I think, more than anybody. He was on my show, it seemed like every other week, because when I needed to do a show, Al Gag was always there because he was entertaining and he could tell a story, and he knew what he was doing.
Sure, Vinnie.
But that's where I learned, and I spent, you know, hours and hours and endless days up at his house, you know, watching his lure manufacturing and putting together baits, seeing how he did his lure company. And just basically, I fell in love with just the aura. I mean, of like the way Al Gag handled himself and the way people treated Al Gag. And that's where I learned a lot about giving back.
Right.
And people who know me, I give out probably as much as I sell because that's what Al Gag always did.
I feel the same way. I'm sorry.
Take care of everybody. So, you know, always take care of the fishermen out there and the people out there, and it comes back to you tenfold with respect, if anything else. So that's kind of the short story with TV. TV's a tough industry.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it sure is. But you know what, Vinnie? Let's end this with the TV story where you say, you know, it's a tough business, but you handled it correctly. Everything was under your name. You owned everything, so they couldn't really tell you what to do. And if they did, you tell them to go shove it and you take a show with you, correct?
Well, correct. And what was unique at the time, if you look back into the 90s, a company like Black Velvet at the time could not advertise on TV. You know, you couldn't have a Black Velvet commercial. So what they did was they paid for the show as a title sponsor, and we would fly in. We had a custom Black Velvet boat with their logo on it. We had a Black Velvet truck.
Right.
You know, during the course of the show, we would fly in a Ghost logo on the screen with it could be a 30-second vignette of the environmental tip of the week, you know, and you'd fly in that Ghost logo or the logoing on the windshield of the boat. We would try to end shows with like a stand-up with the guests, and we would have a bottle of Black Velvet behind you.
There you go.
So you see that in the background.
Right.
It was subliminal, but it was always there. So that's how they got their money's worth, and they were always given input as to what else we could do. I mean, we did custom fishing lures for them that Al Gag helped out with, and he saved my butt.
Nice.
When they called up and they wanted, 15,000 hard plastic jerk baits with their logo on it.
Wow.
And where am I going to do that? But Al Gag had the people. I mean, he had the manufacturing.
Right.
He took one of his own lures. He made a phone call. They threw the logo on. We shipped them out throughout the country with the black velvet logo and my signature on them. It was a Vinnie DiCioccio signature series, jerkbait. They loved it. The next year they did soft plastics. We had them in every package store, every bar. You had a chance to win a trip with me.
Beautiful.
Be on the show.
Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff.
They knew how to leverage their money. And again, it was one of those things where I learned from
Vinnie, I got to stop you just for 1 second. We're going to do a reset right now. I see the sound is a little behind your voice, like those B-styled movies we used to watch, the karate movies, and they used to talk and used to, and they used to keep. So we're going to give a quick reset. It's going to take about 10 seconds.
Yeah, not even. Hold on.
You there?
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello.
All right, beautiful. Perfect, Vinnie.
Okay.
There you go. Excellent. I appreciate that. Sorry about that, guys. It was just a quick reset. It was running a delay on his sound. So I want everything to be perfect for you guys so we get a nice show out of this. Okay, Vinnie.
And how long was that show on for? How long?
How long did it run, Vinnie?
I did 3 seasons. Basically by the 3rd season, I was starting to have enough.
Yeah.
Anytime you start doing stuff you enjoy,
yes,
and it becomes a job. It got to the point where I just wanted to go fishing. I didn't want to have cameras, and I didn't want to have to perform in front of everybody. And Black Velvet's thing, and the whole thing with the TV show was
correct.
When Bill Patrick, contacted me, they were looking for that all-American guy. It was the guy who,
And for those of you guys that don't know, Vinnie was in the Marines for 30 years, recently retired.
Wow.
Well, it's a Marine, always a Marine.
Yeah,
but,
there you go. Bravo. See, I'm not a Marine, so I don't know that. Definitely.
But it was one of those things. They wanted that clean-cut image. They wanted, and I'm not saying I'm not clean-cut, but it's hard to perform, every single day. I mean, my language has always left something to be desired. So, it's just you want to be yourself. You want to be. I just wanted to fish.
Yeah.
But again, now you go back to the fishing part. I started to shy away from the freshwater fishing and spend more and more time in the surf, and that's where I fell in love with the surf after fishing with Al Gag continually.
Right.
And eventually, when I got rid of the show. I ended up getting rid of boats. I barely fished any freshwater, and it was strictly surf. Yeah, where I just fell in love with driving the beaches, and it's a whole different environment.
Absolutely,
and a whole different.
My most favorite.
A whole different. Yeah, it's a different group of guys.
Definitely.
It was the older guys. They were more helpful. It was more of a camaraderie. Not the competition and not the cutthroat.
Correct. I got to tell you, Vinnie, that when you say it's a different group of guys, the surf fishermen, which we are all here right now, most of us, and I have to say this, that I consider us the bulls of the ocean, the bulls of the fishing, That I consider that because, it's a drive. You're in the water, you're dealing with waves, you're climbing on rocks, you're wearing cumbersome equipment. I'm not saying every other fishing industry stinks or anything. I love everything. I love pier fishing. I like beach fishing. I like rock fishing. I like boat fishing. I like party boat fishing, charter boat fishing. I like every kind of fishing that says the word fishing in it. But the guys who are surf fishing, we are the bulls of the ocean, man. We just keep driving and keep driving, no matter how much those waves are pushing us back, no matter how uncomfortable the equipment might be, no matter how tough it is to get up at 12 o'clock midnight to go fishing for a few hours in those night times. We do it. It's a tough sporting industry, but we do it, guys. Why? Because we love it. So, Vinnie, I want to continue now on your lure business because I have to tell you, I own quite a few of them now. I bought quite a few lures, and I was very impressed. Very nice lures. Everything is top quality. I wasn't sure about the hooks. That's why I asked you what type of hooks are you using, and your answer to me was VMC, 4 times stronger, which is what a surf fisherman wants to hear. Because if you use one of Vinny's nice, juicy, big lures, including this Invader Junior, it's called, and it's a metal lip swimmer, and 2.71 ounces. This is a nice big lure. You catch a nice big fish. The fish isn't gonna come off because the hook was bent or the hook was bad. He's got some nice little protectors on them. And on the tail, what I like about Vinny's tail here is that, I don't know if you could see it. Honey, can you put on your camera just for 1 second, sweetheart? I'll pull out the other one. This way, the one I showed on, I made a video about this one. But I want to show you what I love most.
Yeah.
Let's get that on there. Let's see if we could see that really good. There we go. There we go. So you see right there, looks like a nice little teaser. Almost looks like a fly. You can take that off and use it as a fly. Okay, got to change hooks, but that's nice, man. Nice little teaser on the end of there. You know, the striper sees another little fish behind it. Who knows? Sometimes they go for the teasers, but it's just another way to increase your odds to catch that ever elusive striper. So, Vinny, I love your lures. I have to tell you, good durable lures just from those VMC hooks. Good durable paint jobs, nice, beautiful lures. So tell me, Vinny, how did this start? Did it start from your buddy Al Gag?
It started from Al Gag. Like I said, fishing with him, he would take me to places, and one of my most favorite spots in the world, and it's still there, but it's not there. He took me to Guys in Rhode Island, and Bruce, if you're out there, the Andrea Hotel. And then you can call it spot burning or whatever. But back in the day, the Andrea Hotel had stadium lights behind it into the water.
Right.
So you had a 100-yard strip at night of stadium lights in the water.
Wow.
And you would wait, and all of a sudden the fish would show. And you'd get, all the regulars out there. You'd wait out there, and there was fish in front of you, behind you. All the bait in the world would be there, hitting fish.
Beautiful.
We would throw mambo minnows. We would throw, and I bet Al Gag one night that
yeah.
if I could find an inline spinner, I wanted to throw a big inline spinner. I could catch more fish. I could catch a fish every cast. And that to me, and Al Gag's thing was, you got to find one or make one or whatever. Not a traditional saltwater lure. So that's kind of how I started dabbling. I started making inline spinners myself.
Right,
I had
right.
never seen them, almost like a musky spinner.
Yeah.
I started making those. I never saw a guy throw them, and actually I have one of my first ones. I don't know if you're able to see that.
Oh, we could see it just fine, brother. Very nice. Looks like a bucktail there on the end. Nice, beautiful.
Started making these, started fishing them myself down in Rhode Island
Right.
with some of the people I had met. And one thing led to another, and I was starting to modify Al Gag's mambo minnows. I always wanted certain colors, and he would make them. He would have them shipped in, but I can't wait. So I was painting my own. I would sand them down. I'd paint them. I was big on white. I still am big on white. Guys who
Yeah.
fish with me
I
know
love white too, brother. I'm a white guy. I love that white color.
Yep. So I started painting mambo minnows white, and I started, slowly learning about finishes and what stays on, what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. And then through the years, it just got to be, I was intrigued by some of the wood baits. I was intrigued. I had always thrown super strikes.
Right. Me too. I still throw those.
Absolutely phenomenal bait.
Right.
But as I threw them, my thing was I really wanted something. I wanted a floater. I wanted, certain colors. I wanted certain schemes, certain weights. So I started dabbling, doing that, lathing them out. Bought a lathe, started to learn how to lay them out.
Nice.
And I started expanding from there, where once I had those pretty well set, I started with pencils. I started, and that was it. And as the need arose, people would ask me if I would make, and I just learned. I would end up with bins of firewood basically for the fire pit out back of yellow cedar and maple. And all my miscuts, and to this day, I mean, I still have bins out in the garage.
It's a beautiful thing, baby. I'm coming to your house.
yeah.
I'm taking one of those bins with me.
Tom DeLello saying how he ordered from you, and like 30 minutes later, you were already at the post office sending him his stuff.
Yeah.
Fast.
I heard about you with those deliveries. It's like somebody ordered once. By the time they clicked off of Instagram, there was a guy knocking at the door with that stuff. They said it wasn't the postman. It was actually Vinnie there. I was like, no way.
Personal delivery.
But that's nice. Having quick deliveries is best with your business, any business you do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but it's all I like doing the custom. I
Yeah.
love the custom work.
So remember, guys, I just want to interrupt you, Vinnie. Vinnie does custom lures, guys. He does them to what you want your lure to be, and he'll work with you as best as he can to make you what you want. So just keep that in mind. But obviously, remember this. His regular lures, whatever, they're $15. What are they, Vinnie, your regular?
I go 15, depending.
20, up to 20, I guess.
Stuff already in stock.
Gotcha.
I'll do $12.50. I'll do
Right.
repeat customers,
So
guys who buy.
right, what I'm getting at, the custom lures that you make, those aren't going to cost $15. Those are going to be in the range of approximately $250 just for the bucktail. I'm just kidding, guys.
No.
But they're always more. When something is done custom to what you want, you have to wait ready to pay for it. And Vinnie's got great prices because I bought quite a few lures from him. Gave me a nice deal on all the lures, and I'm happy he gave me them because they do catch fish. Also, somebody was mentioning out there that Steven Hastings is out there right now. Vinnie, I want you to hear this. Yeah, go ahead, Romina, read that.
Have you been to the Berkeley show? He's sure that he's seen you there.
No, haven't done the Berkeley show. The
Oh.
only show I've actually done, and where this started blowing up, I did the Narragansett Surfcaster show
Right.
a couple years ago. I started there, and I always look at the bigger shows. I would love to do the bigger show.
Yeah.
I look at people don't realize I work full time.
Yeah.
And I can get time off work, and that's great. But in order to go to like the Berkeley show or out to Long Island, one of the big shows, you're talking about like $1,000 entry fee to get in.
Yeah.
You have to have, and I always say, an ass ton of products, to make up that, just to get in.
Sure.
To cover that fee,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's why they keep their name up, Vinnie. It's not you. I mean, you actually do make excellent product, and hopefully you being on my show, we can get you in that Berkeley show real soon,
No, but
I'd love to see you there.
But
I would love to do it. Maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year I expand out.
Let's do it,
And again,
Vinnie. Together.
A lot of it hedges what I do in the fall. I try to mass produce bodies in the fall so I can paint and I can get my numbers up.
yeah.
So it all depends.
It's hard. It's hard because, like you said, you have your full-time job, and then you're doing this on the side. So you got evenings and weekends that get taken up, and then.
And I can totally understand that because, guys, this isn't just switching a button. I came home this morning straight from work after working 4 shifts straight. Guys were calling out sick. Oh, the storm is coming. I'm like, where are we living? What do you mean that the storm is coming? The sun is out right now. Meanwhile, the storm never came to us. It passed way out in Long Island, Montauk. And it got hit up by Connecticut by our friend Vinnie D here. And so like I was saying, these guys called out sick 4 shifts straight. I came in today. I slept 2 hours. I got up. We sat right down in the computer, and we started, incorporating all these new pictures. What are we going to talk about? Vinnie's on the show, blah, 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 making up questions, itineraries. And then finally, at the last minute, you saw me walk in, and I'm always late. It's like the very last minute all the time.
It's a bit of work.
It's a lot of work, so I understand you, Vinnie.
okay.
And everybody should understand. I work 8 hours on average to edit these simple videos I put out. It's incredible, but that's what it comes out to. And nobody's forcing me to do this. I love to do this.
Yeah.
I love to make my subscribers happy. For those of you guys who are listening for a first time, you see what's going on. We have Vinnie D. I want to say it right. Vinnie, please, your last name.
DiCioccio.
DiCioccio. There you go.
DiCioccio.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. DiCioccio? So we got guys like Mr. DiCioccio
Close
on,
enough, close
you know, an older ESPN guy who had a show back in '95. We're going to put up a little video of his show in a little while with Al Gag on there. But for those guys who are watching me a first time and watching my wife, oh, honey, put yourself up in the corner, please.
Oh, boy.
About my channel, we do surf fishing videos, mainly striped bass. I love hunting the striped bass. We like to talk about products I like. My new drift waders are coming this Wednesday. I had a problem with my last waders. It's called the weight problem. So I had to change them. They sent them back, and now I'm getting the new ones.
Bigger size.
They just got them in stock. They're loaded. Drift waders, check them out. So they're coming on Wednesday. I'm very excited. It's got the zipper front. And I had to buy other ones to make up while I waited while they came.
Right.
And they weren't zipper front. And now I know why zipper front is so important. It's too important.
Yes,
It's too important. So the zipper front waders are coming. I can't wait to get those in. We also do our live streams, as you see right now. That's it. Please subscribe to my channel. I work very hard. And I will work hard because you guys give me that extra drive. All the nice emails I get, all the nice comments I get. I am very happy with my subscribership. I'm very happy I started this. Yeah. And most of all, I'm happy we got Vinnie Dion from Custom Laws. Let's get back to Vinnie right now. Vinnie, I want to finish this off by talking about your family life. And I loved what you told me when we were on doing our little practice run here. But talk to me about your family. How many years married? How many kids? And how is everybody doing?
Well, everybody's doing great. Married 30. I actually made a mistake when I told you yesterday. I got yelled at when I relayed that story. I've been married 31 years, I think.
Okay.
Not 35.
Okay.
We dated for 6, so it's been a lifetime. And she's probably up ready to beat.
Yeah.
Kids, I have Nina, who's 23, and my son Nick.
Right.
Who we talked a lot of.
Yeah. Nick, if you're listening right now, I'm telling you, the guy, you got to see my son. He's taller than me. He works out. He's in shape. He loves to go fishing with me. I love to go fishing with him. I'm so happy. I'm so happy of both of my kids. I'm proud of them. That's all I heard. So I'm very happy to hear that, especially when it's coming out of Dad's mouth like that. That's really nice. Really, really nice. So continue on your kids. College kids, how are they doing? Tell me.
They're doing great. My daughter graduated from college last year.
Congratulations.
And, she's happy and she's working. Nice. And they're both great. I can't say enough. My son is just the apple of my eye. Always has been, phenomenal. And I finally had to admit to him that he's a better baseball. Nick, you're a better baseball player than I ever was. You're better. You're phenomenal. You're just the best. So I admit it. You can't beat me in fishing no matter what. But
look, you had texted me the video earlier, and you had texted me from your son's Nick's phone, and he sent it to me. So I didn't know. So I texted back, and I said, Vinnie, hope all is well. This is during the storm. And this is what he texted me back. Ready? This is his son, Nick, the better fisherman. I love that one, There's your son there for you. Nice kid. Sounds like a nice kid. Nice. Respectful right there. I enjoy that. I guess you're very happy. I know you're happy from what you told me. It's nice to have good kids and be proud of them so you can make your life a little easier. You don't have to worry as much sometimes. I know I put my parents through a lot of worry sometimes, but I know they're very happy today. Both of them. Hi, Mom, and hi, Dad, if you're watching me right now. I know my mom is probably watching. She is. Hi, Mommy. Tikani Sagapo. Tikani Sagapo, if anybody knows what that means, that's Greek for how are you? I love you. Aww. So, yes, Mommy, don't worry. We're here and we're fine. She's always worrying about us.
Yes. Always.
Yeah.
Steven wants to know, when you fish the beach, do you wear boot fit or stocking foot waders?
Well, I'll be honest, Steven, in the wintertime, when I go to the colder rivers in the winter, like last February, I wear my neoprene waders. And those are the boot waders there. And they're a little bigger than what I'm supposed to wear. I wear a couple of pair of socks so they don't fit tight. And when you're in really cold water, it's nice to have that little air gap in there so your foot can keep warmer. But everything else I use, Steven, is my wading boots, which I use the flyweight, what is it? The flyweight, the boots I have, I forget. These Sims. Oh my goodness.
The brand of the boot is
Yeah,
Sims.
it's just it's the brand of Sims. But it's good. They work really good. I like it. So that's what I like to use. And on top of that, I put on my sandal, which is my corkers if I hit the rocks. So I want to say...
Wait, Oscar
yes.
wants to know, what was the name of the fishing show that you had, Vinny?
The fishing show was Yankee Fishing with Vinnie DiCioccio.
There you go, guys. Yankee Fishing with Vinnie DiCioccio. And there's my mother right there on the bottom, guys.
Oh, there she
Now
is.
you know my last name and
Hello.
everything. Yeah. Does Mrs. P fish? Yes, she does, Elizabeth. She fishes like this. So we'll go for porgy sometimes in the summertime in,
there's a video
in
of that.
Montauk. We have a video out, right? And she's caught stripers.
No, I don't think we posted it, but I know
Yes.
we did.
One of the videos,
Yeah.
if you look for it, it's in the river. And I put her on the fish.
On
Now,
the Hudson, yes.
I do all the casting. One time I remember I told her, listen, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm leaving you here. So I shot home with the truck. I was by the river. I'm only 5 minutes from the house there. So I shot home. By the time I came back, she's sitting there. She's very calm, my wife, and she's looking at her phone. I'll be with you in 1 second, Vinny. And she's looking at her phone, and I walk up to her and I go, hey, what's up? And she's like, oh, I caught a striper. So I'm looking around. I'm going, where? She never caught a striper before. So I thought she was joking. And I go, come on. She goes, yeah, I can't pull it up. It's hiding under the rocks. So I was like, what? No way. So she's like, yeah. So I climbed down the rocks. I followed the line, and you know, believe it or not, there it was. It was hiding under the rocks. I pulled it up. It was a 24-inch striped bass. That was the first fish my wife ever caught. But Elizabeth, hopefully we can teach her how to cast.
Oh my gosh.
So we can have a competition. Me and Mr. Hastings, that's Steven Hastings, versus you, Mrs. Hastings, and my wife versus us.
No.
And
okay.
We'll see who gets the hat. And we're really not the ones with the fat head, girls. You are. But anyway.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. So anyway,
he says
let
his
me
wife
go.
Fish me every time on the beach.
My wife will fish every time on the beach. I fish and she shops on the phone. I like that. I like that. All right, so going back to
Total Noob Fishing. Can we binge watch Vinny's old show
on the
interwebs?
Vinny, do they have you on or?
Are you on there somewhere?
The thing was that you're talking about the mid '90s. Everything was shot on beta. Everything was shot,
Right.
Beta to VHS. There was not even a DVD back then.
Right.
Oh boy, yeah.
I have all the masters, and I
Right.
discussed today actually maybe taking the masters and might just make DVDs because I do have 3 seasons plus. I have shows that have never aired that even I would like to see with certain locations. I would really like to see those episodes.
Right.
So it's something, probably in the future, you might start seeing them popping up. Who knows? I think I would love to see some of the shows, especially the surf shows.
Try it, guys. See if anything comes up. I haven't tried. Maybe I should. But before we slowly take off here, I want to let everybody know that in October, Mr. Poseidon will be running his 3-day Striper Challenge. That's in October. That's October 19th through the 22nd. So check-in date is Tuesday. Checkout day is Friday. I did it midweek, 2 reasons. The price, and also there are no people there. So we're planning a nice event. I think I have 5 or 6 guys that have already made reservations. We're going to be at the Montauk Manor. Nice hotel there. Really good accommodations. Nice big hallway when you walk in. Beautiful, beautiful. Lobby, I should say. But it's a nice area. Thursday night, the last night of the event, it's going to be a 3-night event. Now, you can come for 1 night. You can come for 2 nights. And you don't have to stay at the Montauk Manor. You can go where you feel comfortable. But the last night will be the meetup in my place. I have a nice place at the Montauk Manor. I picked a bigger place for this reason only, on the first floor, and everybody's going to meet there. We're going to have some good food, some good beverages, talk fishing, and obviously that night Everybody who shows up, it's going to be $25, whether it's one night or 3 nights. It's $25 a person. Everybody's going to chip in. And whatever the prize is, Mr. Poseidon is going to double that. I will double that. I will not be included in the competition. I don't mind that. Please don't worry about it. I'm looking for my 50-pounder. But anyway.
So whoever wins.
Whoever wins will get the money, first prize. And we're going to have second and third prizes. No cash on that, but we're going to have some good prizes to give away. It's going to be lots of fun. I suggest if you can get out there, get out there. Like I said, midweek, we're going to own all the beaches there. It's going to be totally magnificent. And also, I want to put up a big thank you. I met Bill Wetzel again last week. I was fishing in Montauk. I got 2 fish, 16 and 17 inches. Ridiculous. I wasn't going to make a video about that. My latest video, that's all I did. I just did some views and stuff. But I met Bill Wetzel out there while I was fishing. It was kind of funny. Great guy. Guys, if you're going to fish Montauk, if you're going to try Montauk for the first time, I suggest you go out there with a guide, not to make him, teach you, be a better fisherman, but to get to know Montauk, get the area so you can get an adjustment and you can have a feel for it. So when you do go alone, you know where you're going and you're not totally bare. That's Bill Wetzel. He's a surf guide and he also runs surfradsball.com. Check him out there. Going back to Vinnie, the closeout here. Does anybody out there have any questions?
We have that video as well.
Yeah, and we're going to show the video. We'll show the video right now, actually. Let's put up that video, honey.
So,
as soon as the video's done,
realize
guys.
that this was taken from...
Yeah, it was a VHS camera. And this is in the mid-'90s. And ladies, hold yourself. Vinnie's a young man here. Looks really good on the beach there, so hold yourself on this one. Here we go. This right here picking up is Al Gag, correct?
Yep, that's Al Gag.
So we don't have any sound here, honey. Can you take care of that? My wife's working on it right now. Here it comes. There we go. So there's Vinnie. Look at him, a young man there. Check him out. Very nice.
Wow.
Very nice. So that's Al Gag, for those of you guys don't know. And Vinnie did just mention he is a legend. Al Gag took Vinnie under his wing, as you heard earlier, made him the surf fisherman he is today. And also on his business of lures, he picked up a lot off Al Gag. And it's nice to learn from old-timers because old-timers always did it right. So let's not continue too long. I don't want to stretch this out. I know everybody's out at 8. Plus, I want to give away the lures. Does anybody have any questions for Vinnie D? Does anybody have any? So it says, thank you, Vinnie. Great show. What does it say, hon?
They want the, like Ebeth says, Ebeth wants to see those videos on YouTube. So, Vinnie, you're going to have to work on that.
Going to have to work on that, Vinnie. Definitely.
You're working on that.
Huh?
Definitely. Vinnie did one show, how to paint your lures or trial and error in the beginning. Did you, Vinnie? Did you do that? Or it says, no. Vinnie, did someone show you how to paint your lures or trial and error in the beginning?
Yeah, I never did a show on it.
No. It says, Vinnie, did someone show you how to paint your lures? No, after just trial and error. I'm big on I'll try anything. Right.
And I tell them, get an idea in your head, it's you can try it. I mean, I tried foiling and painting over foil, and I also learned a lot. People don't realize I work at a school,
right? So
I have a lot of input. I talk to the art teacher a lot, and I fire questions off the art teacher when she's in. So I get some ideas from her.
Sure.
Whenever, once a week. So. And that's something, and I can tell you, I would love to implement like building and painting fishing lures at my school with the kids. A lot of the kids show interest. I work with special needs children, so it would be a great thing. But anybody out there want to do it? Yeah, just try it.
There you go. You heard it from the pro, man. And I consider him a pro because he didn't start this business yesterday. Steven Hastings is asking, what custom lures do you enjoy making the most? Good question.
Probably any of my top water.
Top water.
I love making my painkiller poppers and pencils, and absolutely love making those. But, one thing I want to tell people, I mean, you can call me or you can email me, you can DM me on Instagram. Generally, any colors you want. It'll take me, usually takes me 3 to 4 days, even if I have to cut the lure. Once I get done sealing it, once I get done, it's usually a 3 to 4 day process from scratch. If I already have the bodies and I have tons of bodies ready to go here, like just above my head. So
there you go.
If this is the size popper you want, this is a 1.6 ounce, a painkiller.
Excellent.
This could be at your door, whatever color you want, in a matter of 3 to 4 days.
Beautiful, Vinny.
Ready to go.
There you have it, guys. And you know what? Like I mentioned earlier, you get something quick in the mail. These are responsible people. Not like me when you're on my show and you receive that hat 6 months later and you don't remember who I even am. It's not 6 months.
Okay,
I'm kidding.
Maybe it was a week later.
Yeah, maybe it was a week later. I had delayed a little on Thomas DeLello's. But, Vinny, listen, buddy. I want to say thank you to you very much. And I also want to tell everybody we're going to leave the information on the bottom of this video.
Well, there's his Instagram on the screen
Yeah,
now.
the Instagram is right up there. You could see it. But we'll leave it also in the bottom of the description. Feel free, like he said. We're also going to, Vinny, is it okay if we leave your number on there? Because I know on the packages you do have your number. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
There you go. So we'll leave the number also on the bottom of the description. Get in touch with Vinny if you feel something you want a little custom or a little slight this, slight that. Thomas DeLello also mentioned that he ordered a couple of lures from you, recently received them, and he's already caught fish with them. You know what he told me? That a little man came out of the lure, called himself Thomas, and it wasn't the hook, it was the little man that grabbed the striper. That's what he told me. But, Vinny, I know you make good stuff. Thomas, thank you for that. Thank you so much. Jason Galantucci, my man, 6 months for me, LOL. Jason's another good fisherman. He has the club LI Surfcasters, right, honey? Wait, excuse me? L.I. Fish On. He's going to kill me. He's going to be like, still you don't know the name? L.I.
Fish On L.I. Surfcasters.
There you go. Fish On L.I. Surfcasters on Facebook. That's a nice group. I post all my stuff on there also. He's one of the gentlemen that you get in touch with and runs that site. There's a few people running the site, but he is one of them. Jason, also a very good guy, responsible guy, and he's out there fishing a lot. I like Jason. I like going fishing with him. And also a nice wife.
We showed this picture of Vinny.
Yeah, I put up the picture, Vinny, just a second ago. There you go. Vinny, when was this, man?
This was back around when the show was on.
No, I don't think he's. This is a little later, I think. Correct?
That's probably the older version. That was probably last year, the year before.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you got a nice striper on the beach there. I know the beach is a nice, comfortable place to go for our fishing. I like the beach also. As I get a little older, I got to admit I like the beach. You got Mario Gandini. Mario Gandini, thank you for coming to the show. He's asking, Vinny, what's your go-to setup to fish? What's your go-to setup for fish?
My go-to setup is I fish pretty much G. Loomis rods exclusively. I've had my G. Loomis Surf Series
right there,
rods.
right behind me.
Yep, since the beginning, I love them. I love my G. Loomis rods, Shimano reels. I'm not an install guy because I'm not climbing the rocks. I'm not out in the surf.
Absolutely, understood.
You know what? My Shimanos are phenomenal. But I like an 11-foot rod, 1 to 3 ounce, and that pretty much will handle everything. I am big on light tackle. I love albie fishing, but I love throwing steelhead rods in the surf.
Yeah.
Smaller baits, whatever. I'm there. I'm there for the fight of the fish. Big fish, small fish, whatever it may be. Just want to catch fish. I don't care if it's a shad. I don't care if it's a chub mackerel.
Right. Important question from Thomas DeLello, because I know he ordered your plugs. He's asking, Vinny, do you have any preferred way to work that bottleneck plug?
All my top orders, I work mine very slow. which is why I designed them. I mean, they'll sit at an angle in the water, and I basically pull and stop. I don't swim them. I pretty much stop and go them the whole way in. So if that's what we're talking about, like the painkiller popper, slow retrieve, that usually works up here in Rhode Island, at least. That's the way I fish them.
Gotcha, buddy. Okay, so that's good, Thomas. You got your thing. Steven Hastings says Shimano's are great as long as you don't have to get them wet. You're 100% right.
Really?
I've
So
lost.
the Shimanos, you can't get them wet?
Yeah, you can, hon. The only reel you can't really get wet is the Van Stall. Everything else you got to be a little protective of because once you get them wet, especially with salt, you're going to have issues with the gears inside, and either you're going to do the repairs or somebody else is going to do them with you. They require high maintenance if it's not a Van Stall and you decide to put it in the water.
Wow.
All right, once again, I have to say, Vinnie DiCioccio, right, honey?
Were you asking me?
I'm asking you, Vinnie DiCioccio. I know I said it right. I'm getting used to it.
Right,
It only took me 9 years to get Jason Galantucci's name right. And every once in a while I screw up and he attacks me. I don't blame him. I know him for so long already. But Vinnie DiCioccio, thank you so much for coming to my show, telling us about ESPN, telling us about your lure company, telling us how you serve for our country, telling us about your family.
Awesome.
It was all lots of fun. We got to see a little portion of your show with the video. I just wish it was a little, later, like in the 2000s, so we can actually watch it on YouTube. But let's see. Maybe something will come up on the ESPN history videos. Who knows? You never know. We're going to give it a shot. Tamara Foster, thank you for coming to the show. Very nice to see you here. So, Vinnie, once again, thank you for coming to the show.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Vinnie.
you here. Let's have a nice warm welcome. Let's have a nice warm goodbye for Vinnie DiCioccio.
Thanks, Vinnie.
Thank you, Vinnie. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, without a doubt, buddy.
We'll
Thank
be
you,
in
Vinnie.
touch.
We will be in touch, and you will be on the show again. Take care, my friend. God bless.
All right.
Stay safe.
Got it. There you go, guys. Okay, guys. So I know I ran the show over a little bit. It's already 8:13. That's a long show for us. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. But before we go, let's do the raffle really quick. Okay, so second prize right now. There's going to be 2 lures off tonight. This is called the Invader Junior. This is a 2.71 ounce. It's Vinnie's Customs Dynamite lure. It's a metal lip swimmer. It looks like a nighttime lure here, which is great at night. Stripers use this at night. You got a great shot. Dynamite sturdy lure. VMC hooks 4 times strong. It's got a little teaser on the tail. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So how we're going to do it is you got to leave a comment on my latest video. Not this one, right, honey?
No, it's the one posted August 20.
So go and do it right now. Get on YouTube. Get there right now. You're on already. And leave a comment. You got 1 minute, and then we're going to raffle this
So
off.
fast. No pressure.
No pressure. You got 30 seconds left.
Oh, my
10,
God.
9, 8. No, I'm kidding. So go ahead. Put it up there. Guys, thank you so much for coming to my show. It makes me so happy to see you guys here. It's not easy what we do. It's very difficult. I try very hard between making videos and doing the live stream. We love to do this. My wife, honey, can you put yourself up in the corner?
I'm doing something.
There you go. There you go. Beautiful. She's coming with the corner shot. There you go.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, my button thing wasn't working here tonight, but that's okay. So I want to say thank you so
It was
much.
the storm. We'll blame it on the
yeah,
storm.
we'll blame it on the storm. I'm not blaming anything on the storm. I'm blaming everything on you.
Yeah.
Still. But thank you for doing everything you do for me. You're a wonderful woman. You're my wife. I love you to death.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you, everybody. Let's start saying our goodbyes here. Before that, though, we got to do the lore thing. So,
Run.
So go ahead. My wife's going to do the comment picker. She does it on the other computer, on the Alienware laptop. She'll let me know what it is. Honey, please raffle it off.
Okay, I'm going to press the button. Ah! Hopefully everybody got a chance.
What is it?
Hold on, I'm almost getting it.
He's almost getting it. Woo, 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 woo.
Drum roll.
Drum roll.
Okay.
This is as close as it gets a drum
I
roll
know.
right
Do you
now.
have a drum roll?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
That is not a drum roll.
No, it's not.
Ooh.
We're waiting. What is
Okay,
it?
I have Mario Gandini.
Mario
Is that how it is?
Gandini. There he is right there at the bottom. Mario Gandini. You're in the second prize.
New name.
New name. I love
Gandini.
giving it. I love giving the names out. I
Oh,
love giving
wow,
out.
there he is.
So you win the Invader Junior. That's Vinnie's Customs, 2.71 ounce. I hope you enjoy this. A metal lip swimmer, VMC hooks, top-notch plug. Enjoy this. DM me on Instagram and leave me your address, and I will send it to you in about 6 months.
You can also
I'm kidding.
email.
I'll send it
No,
to you
not
out this
6
week.
months. Or email, or Facebook.
Or one of those. But anyway, yeah.
Very
Just
cool.
get me your address. So the next and first prize is the Painkiller, which I love this lure. It's a nice, colorful lure. A little red at the head here. It's a popper. Single hook in the back, treble hook. I took all the little protectors off because I was doing the video on this, if you noticed. And it's got inscripted on the side, Vinnie's Customs. I mean, really a beautiful lure. You're guaranteed to bring that big striper in if you catch it with this. So this is first prize. Let's start, honey. Let's give it away. What is and who is the winner of this week?
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I got Steven Hastings.
Again? Really? Steven, you're not going to win. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. You're not winning. You've won 16 prizes in a row. Now I'm going to say you do have a fat head, and that's that.
No.
Steven Hastings, congratulations.
Woohoo.
You win the prize. Thank you so much for always, you and your wife, supporting me. Let's also finish the show up with one more thing. His infectious smile, kind words, innocence, and his love for fishing. We're talking about in memory of James P. Mahowan, 1947 to 2021. Elizabeth Hastings was very, very close with him. He was a wonderful guy. He had a good spirit all the time, and his love for fishing. Thank you, Elizabeth. Congratulations, Steven Hastings, and congratulations, Mario Gandini. You got a nice name, man. That's smooth, right, honey?
I know. Sounds like a movie star.
You know, it's nice. It must have been good. You were hanging out at the club with your buddies. You went up to some girl and you were like, hey, I'm Mario Gandini. Congratulations, buddy. I'm glad you won the prize. Also, Steven, I love you guys. Thank you for keeping me going. I'll try to make another video this week. When I say I try, I hope I catch a fish because I'm going fishing. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next week, guys. Thank you so much. Mr. Poseidon and Mrs. P, thank you. Thank you. Say thank you, honey.
Thanks. Peace out, everybody.
Woo!